Make yourself comfy in your chair. Close down your eyes. Take your awareness to your breath. Lovely, long, slow out breaths, especially if you've struggled, especially if you are someone who feels the collective fear around not only COVID, and the narrative that feeds COVID, but around, let's face it, I've spoken about this before, the fear of death and the fear of being sick. We've lost that memory that our bodies are always teaching us, especially when we're sick. And so just breathing out lovely, long, slow out breaths if you've been feeling the collective anxiety. Aries is a sign of great action. I'm just going to talk while you breathe and really put your awareness in your breath as I'm speaking. It's the sign of the great god of war, and what we battle can mean anything. It's the sign of focused action, fiery. It needs a positive view of self, doesn't it? And I think we have lost that, definitely. Lost the positive view of self, love of self, and I mean capital S, self. Lost connection with the capital S, self. Aries is a sign of courage. The fire to act courageously in the presence of fear. And the moon, beautiful and resplendent in her fullness, amplifies the qualities of Aries right now. Beautiful. Feeling the body relax as the breath is regulated and measured and paid attention to. Sending it love. Your body is awake. Every cell has a spark of the divine in it, and that divine is awake. So sending your body love and gratitude. And with each out breath, sending love to the divine, however you call it, see it, name it, feel it, the divine inside you, through you, and all around you. Beautiful. Give and give and give with the out breath. Nice. On the in breath, receive the love that returns from the oneness or the divine or God or goddess, whatever name you give it, them. Nice. Really settle into that breath. And as you do, the giving and receiving of love, allow the building around you to begin to just dissipate into light. And as it does, allow our beautiful wilderness classroom, space of healing and meditation to unfold around us. The ancient, ancient, ancient massive trees. The vault of inky sky and the glowing full moon. and the presence of Chiron, dwarf planet, who represents the wounded healer, the wound that doesn't ever fully go away, but that which brings the mastery around that wound. Take a moment to breathe the breath of love with the sky and the thousands of times you've sat with the sky, or the hundreds of thousands, or the millions. And at the same time, feel the earth beneath you, constant, present, and who views you as part of her. Who views you the same as you view your finger on your hand, or the eyelash on your eye, or the bacteria in your gut. She views you as just part of herself. Breathe that breath of love with her. Really connecting with her. Take a breath in. On your out breath, send the love down through your body with the breath, the energy of love, right down through your body and into Mother Earth. Next breath in, bring it up from Mother Earth into your body, and breathe out to the forest all around us and the fire at the center of the clearing we're in. Breathe in from the fire, the eternal fire that burns here. This time breathe out upwards and gift the energy of love to the sky, to all of the celestial bodies in the sky and the space between those bodies. Breathing in from above, brilliant light from the stars, the gift from the stars and the planets and the moons. Bring it down and breathe out through the heart and gift it to this space around us. Beautiful. And feeling your heart center as the meeting spot of heaven and earth. You as the meeting spot of heaven and earth. The vault of stars and all they contain. The earth beneath you. Beautiful. Take another breath in. This time send a breath out through the heart center and call your ancestors from the ancient of days, the truly ancient ones who lived lives of connection with everything. Beautiful. Take another breath in, send it down into the earth and call the ancestors of the country that you're on. And bring the energy up from the earth again. And perceiving these ancestors all around us, take your seat at the fire. Noticing this wondrous mix of people incarnated now and people of all races, and I don't just mean human races, joining us. And we call on the one, the infinite one, that resides in and through everything. We call on the Cosmic Mother and the Cosmic Father by all of the names that resonate with us. We call on the great beings of light of the inner plane who oversaw the work of light workers all over the planet. We call on all of the great spiritual teachers, masters, rishis, sages, wisdom holders, shaman, curanderos, wise ones, and holy people. We call on Mother Earth by all of the names she's known by. We call on the sun in Libra and the moon in Aries, and the counterpoints of self and collective illumined right now. Just breathing that in. The moon sits in the sign of the individual and the self. The sun sits in the sign of relationship. That's it. Feel the balance of that. Beautiful. We call on each of our souls and the spark within us, and we call our personal teams of guides, teachers, and friends who love us unconditionally throughout the inner realms. And we give thanks this evening for this opportunity to contribute to the continued uplifting of human consciousness, the healings of the wounds of separation within ourselves and thus within the collective. We give thanks for the opportunity to peel away veils of illusion and to play our part in the great turning of this age. May we be clear and present channels, humble, loving, kind, joyful, strong, and courageous. And may we do this from a place of ever-growing inner peace. May we be this from a place of ever-growing inner peace. In full faith, so be it. Add your aho or your I agree. And just settling into the space we're in, where we meet each time. And just breathe for a moment the ancient loamy smells and energy here. And let them awaken the memories that are in you of ancient of days, of mountains, of the voice in a breeze, in a wave on the sand. In the call of a magpie. Let yourselves remember the ancient history from which you as Earth have come. And let yourself relax into that. Nice. And we ask this evening that which we clear within ourselves also be multiplied through the power of love and cleared through the human astral field. Okay, connect with the violet flame, my friends. Your column of light filling with it pouring down and into the top of your head. And you can grow it, you can control it by using your breath. Breathe it in from above and out down through the body. Let this fiery purple energy saturate your stress, any foggy headedness, any burden through the neck or the shoulders. Let it saturate into the sore or tired heart. Right down through the torso, through your organs of digestion, through your gut. That's it. Really breathe the fire right through you, through your energy centers. Imagine that place where you think can fill with the violet flame. Imagine the places where you feel gently fills with the violet flame. Nice. And just repeat after me. I choose to easily release negative thoughts and words, heavy energy and low vibration, and pockets of trapped emotion from my body, mind, and energy field now. Through divine grace, so be it. Lovely. Take a deep breath in of that violet fire. Breathe out through everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, in all directions. And say, I choose to release the burden of collective fear or anxiety. That stymies my courage and humanity's collective courage. I release that now. Take a lovely deep breath of fire in from above, out through the back of the head and the back of the neck. Lovely. That feels better already, but we're going to do it again. Say, I release the burden of collective fear and anxiety. I release it easily and gracefully now. Beautiful. Deep breath of fire in from above, out through the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders. Good. Okay, so can we say, I choose to dissolve and release any conscious or unconscious program, belief or thought that's mine or anyone else's that says I'm not welcome. I dissolve and release this now. Whew. Take a deep breath in. And releasing. Okay. So that just struck a big chord that kind of went twang in a smallish way inside us, but twanged big into the world and through stuff that wasn't just COVID. So the feeling of not being welcome, the ones who don't have a seat at the table, the ones who don't have a voice, or the ones who aren't being listened to, across the board. I don't just mean through the with regards to the COVID experience or the vaccine mandate experience. I'm talking about the much wider thing here. And so I have a strong feeling that the outer planet Eris is also in Aries. And she's the goddess of creative chaos. And she represents the ones who don't have a seat at the table, the ones who don't have a voice. So she's in Aries with Chiron and the moon. That's pretty big. All right, guys. So connecting with the collective here around this fire, all the ancestors and great masters we've invoked, the ancient wise ones. That's it. And so we ask for the blessings and the help of Moon, Chiron, and Eris to help heal the collective wound of those who don't have a seat at the table, don't have a voice, are not heard, or are not seen. And we ask for this blessing to pour into the collective consciousness and diffuse the pain and the suffering of exclusion. Beautiful. Take a beautiful deep breath in, and with your heartfelt plea in that prayer, breathe out toward the fullness of the moon, knowing that Chiron is in the same sign. Send it through Chiron, right out to Eris and beyond to the constellation Aries, the great warrior god. That's it. And then as you breathe in, feel the energy pour from the god Aries in the constellation through Eris, through Chiron, through the moon to here, into the collective consciousness. Beautiful. Great light pouring into where there's the darkness of exclusion. Beautiful. So we're going to ask for the courage now. So we ask that the god Aries send forth mighty courage for the transformation of humanity in dissolving exclusion and bringing forth inclusion. Beautiful. Take a breath in. Send the prayer with all of your heartfeltness through the full moon, through Chiron, the centaur, through Eris, the goddess, to Aries, the god. With an in-breath, feel the blessing come back from deep space and pour into the collective consciousness through and around our planet, the collective consciousness of humanity and its effect on everything. Its effect on everything. You know, nature is excluded from a seat at the table. Each of the kingdoms of nature are excluded. Species of all kind, particularly non-human, have been excluded, as well as parts of the human species. And we ask for help from the gods because that's how they can help. We pray or we ask, and then they can intercede because we've invited them to. This is the same across many cultures, from the Tuatha De Danann and the Fae. We have to ask or give full permission, a full invitation for them to interact with us. to come into our home. We have to give freely. So we ask for the prayer and the energy can come. So think of your specific prayers, because I feel we all hold specific prayers around inclusion. And gather up your prayers and take a moment to pray out loud. I'm the only one mic'd up, so take some time to pray out loud and send your prayer to Aries for courage, to Chiron for the healing of the wound around this and the strong, full-hearted self to step forward courageously to bring about change that is just. Let your prayers for inclusion rise up within you. And speak them now into deep space. And when you've spoken your prayers, breathe in and send them with your heartfeltness and heartfulness out into the deep space. Breathe in the response and let that pour into the collective consciousness. Okay. And so I'm very aware at the moment of this almost writhing energy of greed throughout the human consciousness, the mass consciousness. And so let's say we ask that the fire of Aries pour forth and contribute to the transmutation of the consciousness of greed, thoughts, words, and actions of greed, and the insatiable hunger for more. And we ask that the fire of and the warrior energy of Aries be put to this use now. Beautiful. Take a breath in and send it to Aries. And we're going to, as we breathe in the response to pour into the mass consciousness, ask that it come through the moon, that the fiery energy come through the moon, and that she brings it to a vibration of such purity that it dissolves or plays its part in the dissolving of this piece of greed. That's it. All right, so let's get brave and let's contribute to this ourselves. Say, I choose to release all cords of attachment to any area where I have been greedy. I ask that all gripping on or insatiable hunger I've shown myself, now be released. Take a deep breath in. And letting go. Nice. It might be like a 0.5 out of 100 for you, or it might be like a 20 out of 100 for you, or it might be like a 50 out of 100. I don't know. Just letting go of whatever we have, I think, is a good thing. Say, I choose to surrender. That which I thought I couldn't be happy without. And set myself free to discover more happiness within. Beautiful. Take a deep breath of fire in from above. Brilliant light, breathe it in between the eyebrow and let those two lights meet in the center of your brain. And breathing out through everywhere. And I mean the whole of you, past, present, and future you. That's it. Nice. Do that breath again. The violet fire in from above, the brilliant white, like starlight, in between the eyebrows. Let them meet near at the pineal area. And through all time space, breathe out in all directions like a exploding star, dissolving away any attachment to gripping on, any old greed, future-proofing against greed. That's it. That's it. Let there be space where there was a something before. Beautiful. Beautiful. And say, I call back my spirit through all time and space, from all of the places I was gripping on, from all of the physical and non-physical things I was gripping onto, and from all insatiable hunger. And breathing in, pull your energy back through time and space, almost like that brilliant kind of explosion before happens in reverse, but this time you're pulling back all of the good, sparkling you, not letting go of all of the old cack. That's it. Pull it in, breathe it out down into your belly. That's it. Beautiful. Sending your gratitude to Aries, Moon, Chiron, Eris. And then including them in your connection with the oneness, however you perceive it. Her, him, they. That's it. And let this be a silent prayer that arises from your heart, a prayer for inclusion. A prayer that all have a seat at the table, all have a voice, all are valued. That's it. Even the leech. For those of you who are late, I was talking about leeches at the beginning. So leeches can draw stuff out that doesn't need to be there. they can help us. Or they can teach us about having energy vampires type thing around us. Everything has value in creation. Everything has value. Everything can be considered in terms of the way we move ahead. Let your prayer for peace, for unity, for healing pour through you, arise from your heart, and offer it to the divine, knowing that the divine is within, through, and all around you, is as far away as the ever-growing edge of the universe or multiverse, and as close as right inside you. Send your prayer to that one. Ask for the help to create this vision of beauty and love and peace. And as you do, letting go of any attachment to that. Really let your prayer be free as you breathe it out. That's it. And then a prayer from your heart to the oneness everywhere, that you, me, we all continue to play our part, whatever that is. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. To play our part. That's it. Send that prayer to the one inside, through, and all around. Beautiful. And knowing that every single prayer contributes to the continued growth of good news, the continued growth of inclusion, the continued growth of love, the continued upward trajectory of consciousness, understanding, compassion. Every single prayer contributes. Beautiful. Feeling the fullness of the light that is pouring through everything right now. And the giant yes to your prayer. Feel all of the prayers collecting with all of the prayers of other light workers all over the world, making their contribution, whatever that is. Nice. And taking your awareness to the heart center, in the understanding that we never do anything in singularity. Let your heart fill with gratitude for everyone else here tonight, for the beautiful beings who meet us here each time. Let the gratitude just begin to bubble through you and flow to all those who don't have a seat at the table or haven't had. Let your gratitude flow to, and love flow to everything, everywhere. That's it. Take a moment. Like I said, I know each person has a different part of the puzzle with regards to inclusion. Take a moment and send love and gratitude, like I said, to those that you particularly resonate with who have not been a part of. And thank them for helping us bring our attention, and let them feel your prayer that their suffering ends, and that the great turning continues. As it will. Let gratitude be everywhere, in you, all around you. And sending it as far out into the sky, as deep down into the earth. Good. And being aware as you bring your awareness more to you and the earth, knowing the sky is still above, bring your awareness to the meridian or the navel cord, the cord from your navel down into the earth. The constant, the constant, the constant in our lives. The mother who is always here. Beautiful. And we offer our deep, deep gratitude to Nunjanatia, Mother Earth, Papatuanuku, Gaia, all of the names you've been known by and are known by. Thank you for the blessings of this incredible place to learn and grow and become ourselves. Beautiful. Coming back to that breath of love that we began with, you and the divine. Breathing the love out to the divine everywhere in you, through you and all around you, breathing it in from the love in from divine. And as you do that, our beautiful wilderness clearing and forest and the sky dissipate into light. The constant being, the earth beneath you. As the place with your where your physical body is comes back, coalesces back around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Stabilize. And just bringing your awareness back into your body, wriggling your fingers and toes, and opening your eyes when you're ready.